Welcome back to Novia's Eateries.
I'm Brian.
I'm Stephanie, and today we are back at the Contemporary Resort.
Yes.
Where we haven't been for a while. I don't even think.
California Grill.
No, we're not going there this time.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Nope. This
Different
time,
restaurant.
Yeah. We don't repeat yet. So this time we're going to be going to Steakhouse 71, which is formerly the Wave here at the Contemporary, and we're going to try out a lunch here.
Yes. So they had actually a lunch menu. So we're going to see if they have dinner available as well, or if it's just lunch right now. Because it looked like it was mostly like sandwiches and
sandwiches and they have like steak
that.
frites and that kind of thing.
So I'm kind of in the mood for a steak, but we'll see when we get inside.
All right. So we are seated at our table. We have a 6-top table because we have our little BSers with us, all of them, from one last hurrah before school starts.
Yes. Went to the beach yesterday, and today we're going to hang out here, grab some lunch at Steakhouse 71, and maybe walk around, do some stuff. We'll see.
Arcade, Dole Whip at...
Yeah, some Dole Whips.
Ride the monorail.
Miniature golf.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got 2 kids excited to do it, one
that's giving us a death stare right now. So we didn't order the appetizer, but we're about to. We're going to get the bacon and eggs, which is maple lacquered pork belly, smoked cheese grits with a perfect egg. What kind? I don't know.
I don't know either. Sounds like it's sunny side up to me.
Yes. And so one of our little BSers ordered a prime rib sandwich, which is shaved prime rib, caramelized onions, herb aioli, provolone cheese, arugula, and horseradish cream.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Another one ordered the stack burger, which is a signature blend of beef, pork belly, American cheese, lemon aioli, red onion, house-made pickles on a brioche bun.
Bun.
And another ordered the gourmet grilled cheese, which is toasted brioche Gruyere. Did I say that right? Gruyere.
Yeah.
Smoked Gouda, shredded pork belly, caramelized onion jam, and arugula. And then I ordered the Salisbury steak, which has garlic mashed potatoes, mushroom gravy, and fried onions.
Yes.
And Brian ordered the Filet, which is not actually on the lunch menu, but they do offer 3 different steaks for the lunch service.
Yeah, from the dinner menu.
Yes.
So.
And I believe it's a 6-ounce filet. Yeah,
6-ounce filet. And then I'm kind of feeling like healthy today, so I got the broccoli and the green beans. Should have probably got the mac and cheese so Stephanie could try it.
I would have eaten it.
But or one of our little BSers would have eaten it. But feeling healthy. Like I want to eat healthy today. So.
We've never been here. I don't even think I really came here when it was the Wave that I remember. But this is one of Disney's newer restaurants, I would say, because they redid the Wave to make Steakhouse 71, and I believe it's been open maybe about a year now. Yeah, Brian doesn't watch the Disney YouTube videos like I do, so he's not in on the happenings around here. So one of the things that we didn't order or tell you that we ordered is a loaded mac and cheese that the server talked us into from the bar area.
Yes, I thought my dinner / lunch from the dinner menu came with 2 sides, and he said it's just one, so I had ordered broccoli and green beans. Like, I was just going to give you both. I was like, oh, thank you. I said, I actually want to change one because one of our little BSers wants to do the mac and cheese. So he's like, well, we got this loaded mac and cheese at the bar. I said, okay, fine, just bring it. Yep. So we got an extra side.
Yes, but the loaded mac and cheese looks like it's got some pork belly cheese, looks like it's got some peppers maybe.
Yeah.
And it's spiral mac and cheese.
Breadcrumbs on top.
It's very creamy. It's got a spice to it. A lot of pepper.
I think it has that smoked Gouda too.
Oh yeah.
It has some smoked flavor. But yeah, you taste the spice, like pepper. Peppery.
Now that I look at it, it's not green pepper, it's jalapeno.
If we would have looked a little closer, we would have seen the jalapenos. But yeah, what do you think?
I think it's really good. It's definitely more of an adult mac and cheese, but I like the spice in it, the creaminess of the cheese. I like the bigger spirally noodles. You get more, I'm gonna say, girth with your with your bite.
I think it's really good. I like the smoked flavor.
And the bacon.
And I like the spice too. Jalapenos adds a nice kick to it.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna try the
bacon and egg.
Bacon and eggs.
So it's got cheesy grits, the pork belly, and then it looks like a poached egg, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but we'll post a picture like we always do. And it looks wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut into it.
The pork belly looks nice and tender.
Yeah, it's pretty tender. I cut it with my fork. And we got this sunny side up egg with these grits on here. I think that's excellent. Like, you said that this was recommended?
Yeah, this is one of their most popular. I think when it was the wave, they had the same thing, and this was like something that people wanted to be on the menu, so they added it back.
It's excellent. It's
Yeah.
really, really good.
If you like pork belly, that's a really good. That is a really good portion of pork belly to go along with your meal.
Yeah.
These grits are not as good as the ones that we had at that.
Really?
They're very creamy.
They're very creamy.
Cheesy. They're creamier than the last one. What was that?
I don't remember.
It was the Insane Pete.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Uptown Eats.
Uptown Eats, yes.
I was going to get to it eventually. I always want to call it Urban something. But I think I prefer theirs better. It had like the spiciness from the pepper, which I guess we could probably add pepper to it. But everything goes well together.
Yeah.
And even though it's not breakfast, this is like a fancy breakfast appetizer.
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful. It's almost a meal in itself. Like, if one person ate this, you could be full off of this.
So ready to dig in?
Yes, we're ready to try it. So he had asked me if I wanted the what steak sauce, and he recommended the red wine. But then one of the other servers stopped by and said that
They don't know if they do the red wine.
yeah, they don't know if they do it for lunch, so he's going to check. But in the meantime, I'll taste it without the sauce. They cook it at a high temperature. I asked for medium rare. It's more medium than medium rare. So if you like medium rare, true pink in the middle, you might ask rare or a light medium rare if they can even do that. I can tell they cook it at a really high temperature to get that crust on the outside.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's good. I mean, it's steak. So nothing spectacular about it, but it's good.
Steak is always spectacular.
I'll switch with you.
We'll see. Let me take my bite. So they do the red wine. Brian just got that. They do. And so the Salisbury steak to me reminds me of my mom's meatloaf.
Yeah.
With a gravy on top. And the mashed potatoes are nice and creamy. It's a good meal. Probably wouldn't order it again. I'd probably go for the steak route, but it's good.
Yeah, and I'll gladly switch with you right now. But she's right. To me, it tastes like meatloaf. I've never had your mom's meatloaf, but it does taste like meatloaf.
It's got onions, and it looks like it's got some like parsley or something inside of the Salisbury steak.
Yeah, and it's on some grits and...
No, it's on mashed potatoes.
Oh, it tastes just like the grits. And it looks like the grits too.
It does.
Anyway,
They're very yellow.
On mashed potatoes, and it's got this reduction sauce on top of it that's really good.
With the crispy onions, those are good.
I like the different textures.
Yeah.
And the flavors, all together. So I kind of said that earlier about the pork belly, and my little BSer, she said, "Oh, you say that about everything," and she's right. It's like I like to combine different textures and different flavors together in one bite.
He's not one that he doesn't want all his food to touch, which she is.
Yeah, I mean, I never understood that whole here, your portions over here, you got 3 portions, like one's to the right, one's to the left, one's in the middle. It was like, mix them all together, But switch. Yeah, we just tried the Gourmet grilled cheese. I think it's wonderful. It's got the shredded pork belly in it.
Yeah.
So it's not a typical grilled cheese. So if you have kids that like just cheese in it, this is not for them. And then it's got this sweet jam in it as well. And I think it's excellent. So.
Yeah. It tastes really good. Definitely an adult version of grilled cheese.
Yeah. And here's the prime rib sandwich. The bread is wonderful. Garlicky, buttery. I love arugula. I know a lot of people aren't fans of it. I love it.
He's looking at me because I don't really like the field lettuce. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And then it has what do it have in it? They have horseradish?
Yes, it did have horseradish.
It has like a creamy horseradish and with the cheese. So good.
Yeah. I like the garlickiness of the aioli is really good. I mean, for me, that's like the highlight of the sandwich.
Yeah, the garlic just comes right out. Okay, and we're gonna try the stack burger. Yeah, so it has that char-grilled taste to it, and I see why she doesn't like it because we don't make our burgers on the grill on the barbecue. So typically, I'll just fry them on a griddle or in a pan. So yeah, it's I like it. Actually.
Yeah, I like it. It's a double patty, so it's a big hearty burger. And yeah, I mean, it does have the char, so yeah. I don't mind the char though. I like fresh grilled burgers.
Yeah.
Did you try these vegetables?
I tried the broccoli. I didn't try the green beans. It's like, you know, that's one of the things I wish restaurants would do differently. And I understand why they do it, but you know, I got a side of green beans, I got a side of broccoli, and it's just literally steamed vegetables. Like looks like there's a little bit of salt on the green beans. There's no seasoning on the broccoli whatsoever. So you can put salt and pepper yourself, you can put butter yourself, you can use any one of these sauces, which would be delicious, but they just steam it and put on a plate.
Yeah.
And I've never understood that. So
and we've talked about it before. I'm not the biggest fan of
vegetables.
No, the green beans.
Oh yeah.
I'm a canned green bean girl.
Yeah, we've talked about the green beans before.
These ones look a little shriveled, but they taste okay.
The fresh green beans, I don't know why canned are so much better, but
the salt.
They're not. Yeah.
Well, and it's the crispiness. I grew up on the canned green beans, so it's like the crispiness that I'm not used to of. And these ones are not very crispy, so they're not bad.
Yeah.
To correct Brian, the broccoli does have butter on it. So it's got the flavor of the butter, but it's not like overly seasoned. We got a lot of food to eat.
Or take home.
Yes.
Which I think we're going to end up taking a lot of this home.
All right. We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll see you outside. We're not going to see you outside.
You're not yet.
Not yet.
Because you're going to see a 15-layer chocolate cake.
What?
With some raspberries, some gold, and lots of chocolate.
Yes, we were going to go get some Dole Whips, but the kids 86'd that idea. And now we're getting 17-layer,
15?
75-layer.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
I thought
12,
they were going to be big, so
15.
I ordered just 2 instead of 3, one for each kid. And
thank God you didn't order one for each kid. Do you want the gold?
I don't care.
Oh, I mean,
you can eat the gold. I've had Goldschlager before.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know how you would like. There's no way you can get all the layers in one bite.
Yeah, it's really moist. Stephanie's going to catch the falling cake.
I was going to try.
At least it's not a knife.
Yeah, the cake is really moist. The frosting on the outside is like a fudge.
Yeah.
And the sauce on the plate is raspberry. I actually prefer the cake without the raspberry sauce.
But, oh, really?
Yeah, you just get the chocolatey, rich flavors. I don't need the raspberry.
Yeah. And I'm the opposite. I prefer the raspberry. Just it's another flavor to throw in there. You know, a little more depth. But
it's a really rich, moist cake.
Yeah, it's delicious. And then one of our little BSers, she said that she did cut through all 15 layers and was able to get it in one bite. That would not surprise me if it's true.
So now that we've had our taste of chocolate, pass the cake on to the kids to finish. We will now see you outside.
We will really see you outside this time.
All right, we have finished our meal here at the Contemporary Resort at Steakhouse 71. We came for the lunch, and overall I think it was great. We have plenty of leftovers, so although I did finish Brian's steak, which was not what I ordered, but
yeah, the highlight for me was the appetizer, the bacon and eggs. I thought it was wonderful, and it's a meal in itself for one person, I think, and so definitely go with that. The steak, you know, it's, I don't know. I don't feel like there's much differentiation between any steak at any steak restaurant that's at a nice restaurant.
I mean, my favorite cut of steak is a ribeye steak, so Brian didn't order. They didn't even really have. I think New York strip was probably the only other option that
they had the
maybe would have been.
But I don't remember what the cut from the.
They were filet medallions, I believe.
Oh,
yeah. So I mean, there wasn't any like fatty really steaks that I enjoy, so that's why I didn't go for that. But I also really did like the mac and cheese that we ordered that was from the bar.
Oh yeah, the loaded mac was delicious. Yeah.
So I could see like coming back to Steakhouse 71, maybe sitting at the bar area, getting a couple appetizers, some adult beverages, and having a good little date night or something.
Yeah. And all the food was good. I mean, I tasted all the kids' food. I tasted Stephanie's food. And for me, I thought it was all delicious. So, you know, I don't want to discourage anyone from coming. The steak was probably my least favorite out of all of them. And it was supposed to be filet mignon, but usually fillets are thicker, you know, about this big. And they're smaller, like they're round. But this was flat. It was like maybe an inch thick. It was pretty tender, like filet is supposed to be the most tender cut. So, it was all right. I would go with something else, just for my preference. Everything else had so much more flavor, you know. So, I don't know. What about you?
I mean, and also the chocolate cake was delicious too. I mean, if you were going to come here and, like I said, go for the appetizer, drink, dessert, you know.
Get one slice for 4 people.
Yeah. So. We didn't finish both slices that we ordered.
Yeah.
But they did get destroyed. So, but yeah, I mean, overall, I think it was great. Our server Guido was great. You know, knew when to not talk or whatever.
Yeah.
And our little BSer that wasn't happy with the burger, he had no problem, you know, coming up with something else for her.
Yeah,
so.
he took it off the bill, which thank you, Guido, very much for that. We were still going to eat it. We took it home. You know, we had already eaten half of it. So I was like, no, don't do that. He's like, oh, no, it's fine. So we appreciate that. You know, when he came over to introduce himself, he's like, he's a really attractive guy, right? So he's like, my name's Guido. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, this guy's going to be a tool. But he was the best.
No,
he
was great.
So kind and nice and great with the kids and funny. So if you have an opportunity to recommend him, or you're lucky enough to get him as your server, wonderful server. And thank you, Guido, for the recommendations and for
all the information.
Yeah, taking care of our kids. That we had a great time.
Yes. So remember, as always, to like, comment, and subscribe. Give us a follow on Instagram under No BS Eateries. We hope you have a great week, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, guys. Oh, man. My logo.
It looks like
I got a logo now.